Alright, today project we are going to learn how to use Proteus design software to create the schematic diagram of our project. So have you been asking yourself, how can I use this Proteus software to create a schematic diagram of my project? How can I integrate the PCB layout? How can I use the new firmware project? Don't worry, Elecom Automation got you covered. So we are going to start with our project today on how to design the schematic diagram of a torchlight circuit using LED. So all we are going to do, instead of us to go and create a firmware project achieving this project, so how are you going to do? You just go to where in your Proteus environment you see where we have schematic capture. That is where you are going to double tap to have the environment in which we are going to create your schematic diagram. So all you need to do is to double tap. So after double tapping on it, you wait for it to load for some time so that you can get the environment in which we are going to create the schematic diagram of our project. Alright, so this is the environment. We have all these properties here in which we are going to use some of them for today, but since this project is just for the beginners, we are not going to go too far. We have this component mode. When you click here, that is where you have component mode. We have junction dot mode, and we have a lot of all these properties, but all we are going to use today is this picking tools. Where we have P is what we call pick tools. Now we are going to design a schematic diagram of a torchlight. Alright, so now the component of a torchlight is just the battery, switch, resistor, and the bulb. So all we're going to do now is to use our picking tools to call on each of these components for them to appear so that we can fix them on the board here. So I'm going to click on pick P here, then I will call battery. Alright, so you can see battery is here. I will just click OK from here. Alright, tapping OK, so I will drop it here. Alright, I'm done with that. So as you can see, the battery is labeled B1 12 volts. You can change this B1, the labeling, and you can even change the voltage of the battery, but we are not into that now. This is just for the beginners. Maybe in our next video we are going to look into that. So we are going to pick another component, which is what? Which is our switch. So another component is our switch. So I'm going to call switch. Alright, so that is the switch. I'm clicking OK again, and that's all. So I'm going to drop it again in the layout. So I'm going to pick another component, which is what is. I'm going to pick another component, which is resistor. So I'm going to pick resistor. Alright, so I'm going to click OK again. I'll drop it. Then another component is going to be our LED. So I'm going to pick LED. Alright, so you should be very mindful while picking your LED. Notice that LED has an active and passive and even display LED. So the one we are going to pick is not going to be passive, is not going to be a device, not analog LED. So we are going to pick an active LED. So I'm picking, we have so many colors, so I'm going to pick any color of my choice. So let me pick yellow. So I'm picking yellow LED. So I will click OK. Alright, so I'm going to drop it again. Alright, so the next thing now we are going to do is to bring in ground. So I'm going to pick my ground. So to get the ground, all you need to do is to go to where you have terminal mode. You will see ground, so you pick the ground. So I'm going to drop the ground as well. Alright, so that's my ground. So the next thing is for me to start connecting the circuit one after the other. So the first one is what? The battery terminal to the switch. So I'm connecting the battery. What I'm doing is right click on it, then connect it, double tap, that's all. Then you click from this one to the what? The resistor, that is all. So the next thing is from the resistor to the what? To the LED. So I'm connecting it to the LED, that's all. So I'm still tapping again from the LED. From the LED, I'm taking it direct to the battery. So I will put it in ground first, then from ground taking it to the battery, that's all. So as you can see, this is the torchlight circuit. This is exactly how it look like. So the next thing is for us to close the circuit so that we can simulate it and see if this circuit is active and if it is working at all. So I'm going to click here to close the circuit. Alright, so I'm done with that. So the next thing we are going to do is to simulate and see if the circuit is working. Alright, so I'm clicking simulate. Alright, as you can see, that means the circuit is perfectly working. See the color of the LED yellow. So I hope this video is very interesting. So in our next video, I'm going to show you how to measure the voltage, how to measure the terminal voltage of the circuit, and how to measure the current flowing in the circuit. So all you need to do now is to click on the subscription button so that you'll be seeing our videos, and like and share. Thank you. So let's view it very clear again. I'm going to click on simulate. So that is it. Thank you. See you next time.
We hope that this video is